To begin, when you're going to the gym, you'll never be able to perform your best if you're working on an empty stomach. It's important to eat the right things that are going to give you energy and keep you full throughout your workout right before you go to the gym, but things that aren't going to make you feel heavy or sluggish. So the question is, what should you eat before the gym? So sometimes it's hard to eat whole foods all the time, and it's hard to fit enough protein in your diet. For me, I like to go with some supplementation with protein powders, making a protein shake in order to hit my protein goals and ensure that I'm eating enough protein to amplify my recovery time and make it so I recover faster and more effectively. So when I make a protein shake, I like to start with some 1% low-fat milk. This is something I typically like to consume before the gym because I don't like only drinking my protein shake. When I make a protein shake, I like to add it to cereal. So I'm going to start with about 8 ounces of milk right here. Low-fat, 1% milk. I'm going to take a scoop. This is the gold standard, the cheapest whey protein you can get. I've had this same bag for like an entire year so far. Take 1 scoop of this, put it in there. For me, I'm trying to gain some muscle right now, so I'm gonna add some creatine to my shake. Creatine helps your body hold more water, specifically your muscles. So essentially, they can grow larger and stronger, but also so they recover quicker because they retain more water and they retain it more quickly. Add all that to my shake. Shake it up here. Next, I like to take whatever protein powder I'm using in the protein shake I made and add it to my favorite cereal. Right here I have Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, and Cheerios. One thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to cereals, obviously, Fruity Pebbles is not a healthy cereal. It's not healthy in general. It's basically just pure sugar. But for me right now, since I'm preparing to go to the gym, something that's light, full of sugar is going to be really helpful to get me through my workout. Now I want to talk about bananas. Before every workout, no matter what it is, whether it's cardio, I'm lifting weights, no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to eat a banana first. As a famous baseball player once said, when they asked him why he eats a banana before every practice, he said, "Monkey never cramp." And that's because bananas are packed with potassium, right? So you're gonna get some quick dissolving sugars in your blood when you eat a banana. So you have some more energy for your workout, but then you also got plenty of potassium to prepare your body for that hard exercise. So that way you're not getting a cramp in the middle of, if you're running down the track, swimming across the pool, or trying to pick something heavy up off the ground. You definitely don't want a cramp going on. So a banana is a great way to prevent that. And it's also a great way to just give yourself a little boost of energy from those natural sugars. It's full of fiber. It's good for your gut health. They're a great thing to implement into anyone's diet. When I go to the gym, I'm a big advocate for pre-workout. Whether that be a natural pre-workout, like, you could use your natural sugars like honey, or a natural occurring caffeine, like you could have a cup of coffee, or you can get an energy drink. I'm a big advocate for energy drinks, but in order to save money, a good option is pre-workout. This is basically just a powdered energy drink. I'm gonna put it into this bottle right here. This is a Helomix bottle. It's a blender bottle that'll blend itself without the need of a little ball in the bottom. Just close it right up. Fill it with some water. Couple shakes, and now here we go. Got our energy drink right here. Typically I'll pair this with some sort of electrolyte during my workout, so once I finish this, I'll refill the bottle of water, I'll add some electrolytes to the bottle. Just keep my energy high while I'm doing those harder workouts throughout the week. Before any workout, stretching is going to be key to keeping your body in good shape and continuing to work out for many years to come. One simple exercise I like to use before any workout is a dead hang. Hold the bar, stretch your back, have your arms extend above your head. Another good workout I like to use to stretch is these chest openers. You can do this in the doorway or with these TRX bands. You take your body weight, move it through, open up your chest, squeeze your shoulders behind you. It's also always very important to stretch out your hips and your knees. Some simple floor yoga is always good for that, keeping your body loose. Today I'm hitting legs, so I'm going to focus on opening up my hips, getting my body ready to do some squats. One good yoga exercise for your hamstrings is going to be a typical downward dog. I like to try and walk my legs out while I do it. Get one hamstring at a time, get a stretch, switch the leg. You can couple this with trying to thread your head in between your shoulders. Continue to open up your shoulder blades, loosen up your back. Another couple good yoga poses for opening up your lower back. Maybe some cat-cows. Drop your lower back. Raise your lower back. Focus on that control, flexibility. You can drop down. To the child's pose. Continue to stretch out the shoulders and the hips. Make sure the body's feeling loose. Ready for a workout. For today's leg workout, we're going to start with some regular barbell squats. A squat in general is a very good exercise to start with on a leg day because you're engaging the entirety of your leg. It's a compound movement. You're going to use your quads for power. You got to stabilize with your calves, your ankles. Your feet are being driven into the ground. You got to engage your butt muscles to push yourself out of that deepened position. Before even getting into that though, we're going to continue to stretch out those hips. Some casual leg swings like so. Try and swing it up behind you, up in front of you. You can go out to the side to side. Just open up your hips. Both sides. Up, out. Here I have the bar set about chest height. Make it easy for me to put back onto the rack after each set. I like to start off with no weight on the bar, just warm up my body, get into that proper position. So before going into the squat, I gotta make sure my feet are set. Go on a slight upward angle, pointing my toes just a little bit out towards my elbows. Holding the bar tight, use my shoulders. I'm gonna push my butt back, my arm back forward, come down, back up. See? Going with no weight at the beginning, it's good to do where your body's at, where you're going to place your body, where you're going to put your feet, where you create the most powerful, comfortable squat. So, with any compound exercise like a squat, you want to pair it with more focused exercises where you can isolate certain parts of the muscle group that you're targeting. So, right after my squats, I'm going to come over here to the glute lift or glute bridge machine. This way I can focus on my glutes, which are the main accessory muscle for a squat besides your quads. I don't go directly into a quad workout right after because squats are very hard on your quads. They are the most activated muscle during a squat. But the glute is the secondary muscle, so it's important to build that up too. So I'm going to start here, a couple sets of the glute bridge. Up slow, down slow, control weight, to your lower back, glutes. Power. This accessory I like to add into my leg day is a seated leg curl. Here we're working the hamstring, full capacity, stretch position, tighten position for the body. It's a good accessory to focus on next. Next, I like to do a hyper-focused quad exercise. So here we're going to do a single leg extension. This way I can focus on one leg at a time. And the smaller muscles within the quad. Not letting one quad do more work than the other. Like what might happen if you use both legs You can easily push the weight on one leg over the other. This way you force each leg to work the same amount, push the same amount of weight for the same amount of reps. This allows you to avoid differences in strength on each side and imbalances in strength. As a former student athlete, I've learned a lot about how your body needs to be worked in the posture positions, and you need to make sure you're focusing on small connecting muscles that allow your body to do compound movement. So to finish up the leg portion of my leg day, I'm going to work on my lower back and my abs. Start with the lower back, up in this machine. It's an extended lower back extension, so I'm going further down and then higher up with each movement. I'm going to work the muscle in the opposite direction. I'm going to work on extending my abdominal muscles and stretching them out at the bottom of this movement, then crunching them up with a longer range of movement. So I'm coming all the way down, stretching my back, and sitting. These two exercises are great for creating a connection between your upper and lower body, and for creating power from your core and your lower back, which is essentially your trunk, it's your base. So you need to have a powerful core, powerful lower back in order to create power, no matter the sport. For me, it was swimming. This is great for any sort of explosive sport. Join me next time to talk about the benefits of cardio.